Good evening. You're welcome to the free webinar on how to monetize your skills and gifts. Yes, you're welcome. So if you're already online, I want you to drop your comments. Just say, I am here. You're welcome. Yes, you're welcome. It's still time to tell the others that we already started actually. So, how to monetize your skills and knowledge. That's what this free webinar is all about. My name is Dr. Oluwaseun Oyesanya Ajogu. And who am I? Let me give a little brief introduction about myself. I've been an entrepreneur for the past 12 years, written books and published on Amazon. I've organized trainings online on a daily basis. And I'm also an organic skincare formulator. I've been that for like 10 years. And an academics enthusiast. I'm an environmental geologist. Yeah, I have the normal traditional profession that I'm also into. So you're welcome. I'm just like any normal person like you. And I look forward to us learning real good today. So what are you going to be learning in this webinar? You're going to be learning the amazing place of skills. Yeah, the amazing place of skills and knowledge. What type of knowledge can be monetized? Why you should monetize? And what is stopping you from making money? How do you monetize? And I have a bonus offer. See, make sure you watch to the end. Actually, it's not going to be a very long webinar, so you'll be able to stay to the end. Watch to the end because I have a very wonderful offer for you if truly you are working towards monetizing. I mean, if you're serious about monetizing your skills or your knowledge, you'll find it amazing. So let's get started. Yeah, let's get started. So what's knowledge and skills actually? What's the place of knowledge and skills in our world? In my own opinion, knowledge and skills makes the world go round. Yes. Just imagine this world without skills. Imagine this world without knowledge. We'll all be stranded, maybe still backward, Skills make things easy, it makes life easy for humanity. Knowledge makes things easy. If you don't have an idea of how to do something and somebody provides the knowledge to you, it becomes easy for you. Everything in life needs knowledge. If you don't have knowledge, you might struggle for something for so long. So I really am somebody that appreciates knowledge. I read many things that come my way, That's just one form of knowledge. I try to learn as many skills as possible. In fact, I would maybe I'll tell you more about myself in the aspect of how I got to learn so much skill. Of course, I finished school. Let me go a little into my story. When I was in school, I had this interest, but I couldn't even look at skills or any other knowledge apart from academics. So as I finished school, I told myself there must be more to life. I just wanted to explore some of my fantasies, some of my hobbies, and I got to learn many things. Some I learned how to make home-based cleaning supplies. I learned how to make I learned how to do business too. I mean, as a knowledge, I got to acquire the knowledge as well. I had some time to stay at home, so I was just exploring, and every skill that came my way, I just tried learning. I learned how to knit. I just learned so many things, to be sincere. And somehow it made life easier for me. It's made me to be able to get money on demand. I think that's one of the unique things about knowledge and skills. You don't have to wait to the end of the month to get paid. You can make money on demand with knowledge and skills. It's a source of help to many people. If you're good at decorating, and a friend of yours wants to decorate for his or her wedding, you can help because you have the skills, you have what it takes, you have the knowledge. So to me, knowledge and skills makes life easy for humanity. It's always needed in life's endeavor, and so it should be something that you should be willing to give out. It should be something you should be willing to give out because it makes the world go round. That's how I see knowledge. So the question is, what kind of knowledge can be monetized? I know that question must be on your mind. You might think there are kind of knowledge that can't be monetized. See, as a matter of fact, all kinds of knowledge can be monetized. Absolutely any kind of knowledge, no matter what the case is. I know there must be knowledge you have inside of you that will benefit humanity and benefit your pocket as well. Yes, I mean it, absolutely. And that's one of the things I will help you discover in the course of this webinar. Absolutely any knowledge is monetizable. Absolutely any knowledge. I think there's a need for me to re-emphasize that. Now, first of all, your experiences can be a major knowledge. Yes, even the ugly ones, the unpleasant ones. Yeah, the unpleasant ones could even bring you money. Your experiences can be monetized. Those are let's say those are things you can, those are knowledge. People waste their experiences. For example, if you've suffered an addiction, be addicted to one thing or the other. It could be drugs, it could be it could be anything, it could be alcohol, whatever it is you've been addicted to. And you overcome that addiction. That's knowledge you have there. That's knowledge many people would really want to have today. Many are struggling with addictions and will be more than happy to know how to overcome it. Is it parenting, for example? Single parenting. I think that's one thing I should even bring up. Single parenting. Some people have, been to one reason or the other, they single-handedly raise their children. Some people lost their spouse early enough in life, very early in the marriage, or some situations of life occurred, and they had to single-handedly raise a parent. Let me give you a story I heard from one of my mentors. She said there was this friend of hers that puts his picture on his status, and was just celebrating the mother, and she saw 6 boys. I think the woman had like 9 children. The woman had like 6 boys and 3 girls, and she literally single-handedly raised it because her husband died while they were all still young. So she told him that, come, your mother has a story to tell, a story that the world needs to hear. Many people want to know how one can single-handedly raise boys, how a woman could single-handedly raise boys. And since your mother have done it successfully, all the children are actually, grown up and making it and doing well in the area of endeavor. So she told him, and that is what I'm also telling him today, that you might have a story like that, you're going to have an experience like that. Even the very ugly one, like I said, can be something that gets to help humanity, and it can be monetized. Health challenges. Another story again. I heard of a woman whose father died as a result of the father died as a result of hypertension, yes, high blood pressure, and after some years, the mother too, developed it too, and she was really going to die because it was getting so challenging. So she decided that she wasn't going to look her mother die just the way her father did. So she went into research, she inquired here and there. Eventually, she was able to, she found that a dietary lifestyle, if followed, would work and reverse the high blood pressure. So the mother went through it strictly, and it worked for her. A couple of other people too used it, and it worked for them. So she told herself, let me give it to the world. And today, she's monetizing that knowledge. And let me tell you something. People are willing, very willing to buy the products, the knowledge product from her, because it's saving their life. Anyway, they will still spend money on drugs. So why not spend money on knowledge you're sure that guarantees, a reversal of the problem? So you can see that what other things or knowledge can be monetized. Skills, your skills, yeah. Your skills can be monetized. What skills do you have? Can you sew? What crafts do you have? Knitting? I've seen someone who is monetizing the knowledge of knitting. Now, knitting to you sounds like, at least in our own side of the country, sounds like something that's long lived, but people are still paying. Imagine, people are still paying to learn how to knit. And one, apart from the live sessions, one is even teaching how to knit online. Can you beat that? These are things you might have thought is not possible. Can you bake? Can you cook? I hear of some marriages that are crashing, having problems because the wife cannot cook. So if you know how to cook very well, you can package, you know, knowledge products around African cooking, African delicacies, and see, let me tell you, it will fly. Your expertise also can be monetized. Another thing, are you good with Excel, PowerPoint, software? See, let me tell you, there are many people in the career world today, many people whose career depend on this Excel and PowerPoint. Yet they are struggling with it. They are looking for who can show it to them in an easy step. Because some of these things, some of these softwares can be cumbersome to some people. So some people are looking for where they can get it and someone will just show them simply. So if you are the person that decides to put that knowledge, I have one of my friends that's so good with Excel. I told him, it's like you need to package this thing. He just looked at me and smiled. Of course, I intend to follow him up on that. Because many people need this. Many. And they don't know. PowerPoint. I was surprised the first day I realized that you can make a video in PowerPoint. No, I don't mean recording your slide. I mean that your slides are ready, then you want it to go as a video with your voice. You can do it in the PowerPoint. I was like, really? And it was because, how did I get to know? Somebody, I had to attend a conference, so it was an option. So I told myself, that possible. Immediately, I went browsing to go and check about it. Of course, I didn't even have the patience to go through everything. I just looked at the nitty-gritty. Now, I tell you, if at that time, I saw a material that told me that, how to get to do it in a video, you can bet it, I will buy it immediately. So, your expertise, either in the form of packaging, you can package it in any form. I'll talk about how you can package your knowledge so that it is monetizable. Advice. Some of us are very good at giving people advice. Oh, you should do it this way, you should do it this way. It will work out. And see, that's already, if, I know of someone who is so good with marriage advice. I mean, so good. Even before he was married. Let me not say the person. Even before he was married, people come to him for advice. And when he gives them one or two tips, it will work. It has always worked. When things are raised, of course, they don't remember at that time. Then when things go tough, they remember, hey, there's this guy there, who will give us the advice. But people are earning money from consulting. See, that kind of person already has a gift, has a knowledge that can be monetized. I mean, a very hot one for that matter. I'm also still working, with the person on that, on how to go monetizing, the advice, the gift of advice in so that it can turn into like a consulting stuff. It's only fair, really. You can monetize tutorials, for example, how to pass an exams. You see, there's the kind of money that is there. The kind of money, and even myself, I know how many times I've given people tips. People that didn't even come up with very nice grades and want to go for the post UME, I just give them these tips, and when they work with it, I have not seen anyone I gave to that don't work. When you work with it, they come out with flying colors. But guess what? I've not even packaged it. Well, I cannot be in everything. That's the truth. I cannot be in everything. So, but this is something you package. I think some people even package solving of those questions. That's still a part of it. So you can see what I'm talking about. You can see that absolutely almost anything can be monetized. Any knowledge, pardon me. Knowledge of making money, saving money, or investing it. Wow, this one is even a big one. People want to know how to make money, how to save money. Some people don't even have the discipline of saving money. So some people really want to know how to save money, invest the money. If you can provide this and it really works, well, you're in for business. Parenting, yes, parenting guides, parenting tips. People really need this. Dietary lifestyle, I think I already mentioned something. I'll give you a story with regards to that. Research knowledge on pressing matters. Now, the thing is this. It's not only the one you've experienced. Sometimes everybody's demanding for something. Everybody has a particular problem about something. So you decide to go ahead and research. Now, when you're researching, please don't just go on the internet and just pack any rubbish together and say you're giving to people. So let me tell you, it won't be sustainable, and you might give yourself a bad name. So what do I recommend? Yes, you research knowledge. If there are pressing matters, especially on this very hot niche of the human life, money, health, and relationship, when I say do research, yes, you can go online. You can ask some people that are experienced, people that have gone through the situation before. What did they do? Because you want to package a solution to people who need it. So from there, somebody said, I also heard of a story. I attended an online summit, and one of the participants girls told a story, and the story was that his first book that sold like anything else. It was I think it was something about a how to get a girl or something like that, and that there was this friend of theirs that if you talk to a girl, she just have to agree. She just have to. So what they told him, what do you even really used to do? And he realized, I mean, guys, single guys were, in a dilemma of how they can get this girl. So he decided to ask the guy. This was, normal friend to friend thing. The person told him all the tricks, the strategies, and all that. And then he packaged it. After packaging it, people still buying it like mad. Of course, there are other things to also know, that will make the packaging work, that like the titling and all that, so that people know that he can solve their problem. But what am I saying? You can have research knowledge. So please, it should be something that have worked. Don't just go and package anything and drop to people's lap and want to monetize it. It's not fair. So I'll be taking notes now on the principle of knowledge. Actually, the principle of knowledge, the principle also of monetizing knowledge. The truth is this: not all knowledge should be monetized. Yeah, I agree. Not all knowledge should be monetized. Some knowledge should be given for free, while some level of knowledge should be monetized. For example, this webinar, if you're attending this webinar is for free. You didn't have to pay any money. You didn't have to pay any dime for this, and I believe that too, really. Not all knowledge should be monetized. Some should be given for free. It's necessary. Knowledge is power, And monetized knowledge is financial power. You will empower somebody, with your knowledge. I already talked about, the value and the place of knowledge in our day-to-day life. But another thing again is that, because knowledge can save people from losses, especially financial losses. See, there's a lot of things knowledge can do. So I want you to understand that, so that even when you're monetizing, and okay, I think I'll come back to that. Let me still be talking about what the power knowledge has. Knowledge has the power, to save people from loss, especially financial loss. Of course, many other loss, relationship loss too. Some people, because of right knowledge, had their relationship saved. Some have lost their relationship because they didn't have knowledge at that time, and they wish they had known better. So, as a custodian of that knowledge, it's only right that you should be rewarded for the value you offer. Yes, it's only right that you should be rewarded for the value that you offer. Now, let me just tell you, I already talked about that. Mere information and random ideas on the internet cannot take anyone far. If you want to really succeed in any area, see, you can only get basics, free information online. You can get basics, but deep, no, you won't. Even if you would, maybe to take you years and skimming from different people's ideas and all that, plus your own experience, trying and failing those things that you decided, or that those things, information you saw. So from there you gather knowledge and realize this doesn't work, this work. So if somebody have gone through all of that and begin to decides to offer it to you, even if it's at a fee, I think you should appreciate it. Number 3 principle of knowledge or monetized knowledge is that most free knowledge are not appreciated. I've been a victim of that. There are a couple of free knowledge, that I have given to people. They didn't appreciate it. I tell you, they did not appreciate it. You come give people free advice. Or you say, come, I want to do this thing for free. Now, thank God this webinar is just for this night. If I say, okay, it's a 3 days training or it's a 4 days training, you realize that maybe the first day body enthusiastic, and then tomorrow, so I beg you. But if you have paid something, I beg you. If someone wants to fix a kind of appointment that you think is not so urgent, you tell the person, please, and that should be later. I'm sorry, right? Exactly. So that is it. Let's continue. Now the thing is this. Deep knowledge takes time and effort. Take that from me. Deep knowledge takes time and effort. And another thing again is that paid knowledge puts a stop to failure in business. I already told you, if you want to go far, you better just pay for knowledge. Pay for knowledge and don't be tired of paying for knowledge. You see, there are many things I had an idea of. But I couldn't go deep. I didn't even know how to go about it. I just knew I wanted to do this. I knew there was potential, in doing all of this. I wanted to help people in that aspect, but I couldn't go ahead. See, then that was like 10 years ago. There are things I'm doing now that I had an idea like 10 years ago, but I didn't know how to go about it. Nobody around me knew. Maybe if they knew, they were not willing to share. I don't know. But then I would have paid anything to learn from someone who truly knew. I'm telling you, I was searching and searching, and after 2 3 years, sometimes I just abandoned some before I now realize some of them now. Some of them now I paid for those knowledge today, and somehow I've moved far. I've moved really, really far. I wish I even saw someone that was willing to monetize it. So let me tell you, even monetize knowledge, if it's someone that is willing to share knowledge with you, that knows really what he or she is doing, and is willing to share it to you, I beg, please, appreciate it. Appreciate it. Well, for me, I've been grateful. I'm more than willing to pay those who are willing to share their knowledge. I tell you, because I started making significant progress since then. The question is, why should you monetize? Good question. Why should you monetize? Have you thought about it? Yeah, you have knowledge. Why should you monetize? Why should you earn a fee for what you could do free? Of course, I already told you, monetizing knowledge doesn't mean you don't do a knowledge for free. But let me just let you see some particular reasons why you should monetize. Yeah, some particular reasons why you should monetize. And number one is that anything you don't monetize is not sustainable. You can do it 1 or 2 times, it's not sustainable. And yeah, it's not sustainable. You can't even expand, you can't reach more people. Solutions can't be widespread if they are not monetized. Yes, for example, now, drugs, so to speak. If you don't pay for drugs by now, we won't even have had any drugs now. Yes, some people sponsor. So let me tell you, money has to come in one way or the other. Money has to come in one way or the other. But let me explain a little more on that. What I mean, not sustainable. For example, if I do something for you free today, tomorrow I come again, I do it free. I have a resource that I brought out for it. I teach you how to do this thing free. I bought the materials myself. I did it today, I did it tomorrow, I did it next tomorrow. Before you know what's happening, I may not have any money to continue again, or at least to continue in a large scale. There will now be story today, story tomorrow. Then I cannot reach wider people. I can't expand, because if I'm working and there's profit, I can put in money back to reach more people, to a wider number of people. Another thing you understand is this: why you should monetize, especially if you love to help people for free. You should monetize some knowledge. Why? Because you're monetizing your knowledge allows you to be able to give more free knowledge. Yes, it helps you to give more knowledge for free. Let me give an example. For example, this particular webinar I am holding with you is free, right? Yes, it's free. And but I spent some money in getting you here. For example, I had to pay for ads. Some of you came in through Instagram. If you came in through Instagram, it was through paid ads. I want to tell you, where did I get the money from? I want to help people, yes. But I wouldn't have been able to do this if I didn't have some of my knowledge that I monetize. So I have monetized knowledge. So the money from there, I have put in to be able to give a free knowledge. Now, guess what? If I don't have monetized knowledge, I don't have money that I can use to, if I don't have money now that I can use to reach more people. Yeah, I will reach some people, but I won't reach as much as I've reached now. I don't have that money to reach more people. So can you imagine now? Maybe one of you here won't even have gotten to know about this. Are you getting me now? So if you love to do things for free for people and you don't have the extra money now, you need to monetize a part of your knowledge so that you can also give knowledge for free. That's very important. This world, we have to give things for free. We have to do giveaways. We have to. We have to really. That's one of the things that make the world go around. I believe that personally. So because I love to help people, tell myself I want to also help myself to have the capacity to help. Are you getting me now? So if you monetize, that doesn't mean just everything I told you, not all knowledge should be monetized. But the ones you monetize will help fund being able to give it for free for those that cannot even afford it as well. So guess what? What's holding you back? What has been holding you back so far? Have you thought about it? Why haven't you monetized your knowledge so far? What are the things? And if I don't address this part, you may not still go and monetize. You might still not make good use of this knowledge that you've had since and your skills. And I know why. I know why. Number one is your mindset. See, let me tell you, mindset is key to anything you want to do in this life. I'm telling you. So the profitability of your skill or knowledge now is very more dependent on your mindset. You know, I don't want to say myself, what's their problem? But see, when I tackled myself, when I sat down and asked myself some questions, and saw where I was limiting myself with my mindset, I had to, I retraced my footsteps, worked on my mindset, and realized I had something valuable to offer people. See, understand that you have something valuable, and people are willing to hear it, to have it, and to pay you for it. Don't look down on yourself. Don't tell yourself, this poor me. You know, your mindset to have believed some myths about monetizing knowledge, and I'll go through some of them. I know as going through some of them, you will be seeing yourself in some. I've been in some of them. I had to work on myself, and I'm still working on myself day by day to be able to, you know, to realize that I can help people more if I can work on my mindset, really, that I'm able to help them, because I know I can. Number one is that number one myth is no one will pay me for my skills, right? Have you ever thought about that? No one will pay for my skills and knowledge. Now let me tell you something. If you have a knowledge or skill, as long as you're a human being, you're a human being in this world. If you have a knowledge or a skill, someone else somewhere wants it and is also willing to pay. If you have that knowledge, somebody else, there must be at least one other person somewhere. No, not just one person, because the world is highly populated. There are people who also wants that knowledge, who wants to know that, have that knowledge. So, and are willing to pay. So don't even believe that myth. Myth number two, I'm not good enough. That feeling of inadequacy. I don't know. Some people know better than me. Let me tell you, there will always be those that know better than you, and there will always be those that you know better than. You only need to be a chapter ahead. Yeah. That's one thing one of my mentors said, and then it opened my eyes, you know, kind of made me comfortable to share my knowledge. I might not know as Mr. B or Professor B, but at least I know more than Mr. A. So let me be that source of knowledge. So you be the source of knowledge to Mr. A that does not know as much as you do, while you learn from Professor B, who probably knows more than you. So you see, it balances. It balances. So let me tell you, I was saying something about people willing to pay. See, before I started monetizing my gift or my skills too, but knowledge and skills, I battled with some of these things. Who will want to pay for this thing now? These are things that are important, that actually were a challenge for me. I went ahead and got a solution to it. So definitely somebody else had that challenge. Anyway, eventually when I decided to go ahead and monetize my skincare knowledge. See, I think this must be the very second one. This is just a screenshot of some things people have to say. I asked them, how's the training been for you? How has it benefited? See, and just like here, my curriculum hasn't even been totally, my curriculum now is even more comprehensive than the curriculum I had when these comments are coming, you know. So I just purposely brought this because this was like a time that, you know, I would have felt, you know, who would need my knowledge, and see someone saying it's been nice. And as a matter of fact, there are things most of us have been doing wrongly to our skin because of ignorance of our skin type. And now you've emphasized with clear explanation, backed up with pictures to us. I believe we've gotten it all right. Thanks, ma. There's another person here say, oh, the training has been wonderful. I really benefited a lot from the brown sugar and honey. I tried on my face for the first time. Was great. It brightened up my face and freshened it up. You know how people have skin problem, you know, how skin issues are a problem too. Anyway, straightforward, detailed, and impactful. Thank you very much. These are people that paid. They paid for this training, I'm telling you. These are people that paid for this training, and they are thanking me like this. So I'm just showing you this to debunk that myth of nobody will be willing to pay or nobody will appreciate your knowledge. So let's go ahead to some myths that have been stopping you. It's not perfect enough. You want it to be over perfect, right? It's not good. See, let me tell you, even there's nothing starts perfect though. We have Windows. I don't know Windows. What we have is it Windows 10. We started with Windows 93, I think, from there to 95, right? It kept being improved. It kept being improved. You have something good enough to present to the world. Start with that and get better along the way. Yes, you need to improve, definitely. You need to, most of my, I improve every new set that comes. There is something new. There is something new because I'm always improving myself. Even now, I still pay. I still pay to get knowledge from those who know better than I do. There are That is it. So let me just tell you, stop overanalyzing. By the end of this webinar, just go straight and start, first of all, packaging. Just start packaging your knowledge into a form that can be monetized. Just start. Don't even wait. Don't say it has to be perfect. Another myth again is that there are too many people selling the knowledge I want to offer. The market is saturated. Oops. That's the greatest lie you can tell yourself. Market is not saturated though. Market is not saturated. Lie. Market is not saturated. It's a deceit. There are about 27 million active Nigerians on Facebook. I mean active. Active means that every day, as in daily. I mean daily, active daily. It's daily. There are about 27 million active Nigerians on Facebook daily. It's actually daily. It's not something that is that happens. So you get what I'm talking about, daily. So don't rely on your friends. Don't just use the fact that Shola is there, Chikuma is there. They will not even. They already know all this thing. I've told them for free. Oh, please look beyond your circles of friends. See, with digital marketing, you can reach so many who are many willing and ready buyers. You know one thing, there always is somebody that your own price is right for. There always somebody who is that time you brought out your own and the person is willing to now learn. There are some things that I've seen. It's been advertised, I didn't even take interest. Then suddenly somebody brought about it. I understood it in a different light. And I paid for it. And I've been hearing about it since. So in fact, it's looking like everybody has already done it before I knew about it. Yes, I still pay. So what am I saying? The market is not saturated. We have more than enough people. There are always people that their realization time is when you decided to go ahead and to sell the knowledge. So please, go ahead. Don't let your mind stop you. Don't go falling for that guilt trip, really. Like I already said, your mindset is key to your success. People will talk. Yes, they will tell you all these things. But it's your mind that is key. If you believe it, then it will happen to you like that. But if you believe that you have something valuable to offer and it's what people want, so let me tell you, that's how it will be for you, because that is what it really is. Really. I'm trying to emphasize a lot on this because you can know so much. You can really know so much, yet you'll be held back. The only thing that can hold you back is yourself. Oh, forget that your mother said this, your father said that. See, please, just sit yourself down. I get me. Sit yourself down and look yourself in the mirror and see you've got something valuable. Sit down, write down. Oh, in fact, I think it's not. Let me just tell you that, because some it's not the right place and time. Sit down and write down anything you know. Skills you have, just list it down, and you see the one you're more comfortable with. At least start with that. Really, I'm really challenging you to start with that, because I can tell you all of these from now to tomorrow. I've shared different ideas. Even when you write down, though that writing down is already a step towards action. You're taking action by writing down anyway. So because the truth is this, idea is nothing. You might have lots of ideas. I'm telling you, idea is nothing. Implementation is everything. Implementation is everything. But you want to ask, how do I monetize? How then do I monetize this knowledge? Yeah, I've discovered I have this knowledge. I know I have this knowledge. Now I believe I have something valuable. People are willing to, I know that people are willing to get this from me. People are willing to even pay me for this knowledge. Yeah, people are even willing to pay me for this knowledge. So how do I go about it? Now, I'll give an analogy in serving your knowledge or in monetizing your knowledge. It's your knowledge, skills are just like raw materials or raw food ingredients. If you want to you have a visitor on Monday, for example, or you're hosting a party, either one, and you need to serve them food. You go to the market, or you didn't even have to go to the market because your house is stocked with food. You have raw rice, you have meat in the freezer, you have tomatoes, you have the oil and everything. Now guess what? Even though it's like that, nobody is going to come to your house and eat raw rice. So there's the effort of packaging it right. You have to cook it, make it good, serve it in a wonderful plate for us, give us water to go along with it, and then it becomes as something. Though I know time is fast spent now, yes, but even at that, I'll still take us on how you can monetize, but that's very important. Very, very important. You have knowledge. You might just wonder, okay, so how do I now go about it? How? What do I do next now? How do I, So this is where I'm going to be handling. How do you monetize your knowledge? There are different avenues you can use to monetize your knowledge. Yes, people are not willing to come and buy what you are saying from your mouth sometimes. I mean, people are not ready to come and buy the knowledge inside your brain. It has to be delivered out. So there are different means in which you can do that, and that's what I will be discussing with you. How do you monetize your knowledge? You create a knowledge product. Yeah. You create your knowledge product. And that is what I've come here to charge you to do. Create what? Your knowledge products. You need to create a knowledge product. For example, these are already examples here. We have the ebook. Yeah, knowledge can be packaged in the form of ebook. Your skills can be packaged in the form of a book. Okay, book. It doesn't have to just be E. I'm just saying ebook because that seems to be so comfortable, convenient. People can easily read on their devices. But books, generally, you can package your knowledge in a book. You can package your knowledge in a video course, for example. You can also package your knowledge in WhatsApp trainings. You can package your knowledge and serve it in on a freelancing platforms. Yes, there are freelancing platforms you can that needs your knowledge. Even as you can be here in Nigeria and people outside the country will still want to patronize you because of your positioning, coaching, mentoring, consulting. You package it in the form of consultation. All those your advice. Yes, consulting, coaching. Some of you know how to ginger people. Yeah, that's coaching, mentoring. Falls there. Memberships. Like people have membership subscriptions. People do that. Personally, for now, at this level, I do books, I do WhatsApp trainings, and video courses. I do that. And I hope to even spread to others. But you start from somewhere. So what you want to do is to know that this by knowledge, which of these knowledge products can I package it into? Now, not all knowledge products will fit into everything here. Some are more appropriate for some. I get that some are more appropriate. For example, you can have your ebook, for example. Let me dwell on the ebook. I know time is really going, but I want to be able to let me talk about the book, for example. See everything I've listed here, all your knowledge products. Don't get overwhelmed at all. It's very easy. You only need to have a step-by-step know-how of how to go about it. Then you see it's easy. Like I said, I write books. Of course, books can take a day, 7 days, weeks, months, depending on what you're writing on. But I've written books that I wrote within 3 days, and they are impacting people today. It's changing lives today, really. So what am I trying to say is that I'm just trying to show you that, see, don't go and run away. Don't go and say, hey, this is not for me, or I don't know how to package an ebook. It's very easy. It's very easy. You write in your in Word, and then you convert to PDF. Yes, it's as simple as that. Yes, at least at the starting point, as a beginner, and anybody will still buy the book or have the book and read it on their devices. So that is number one, the book. And of course, you're wondering, maybe book covers, all those things. See, let me tell you, it's very easy now. You don't need to even go and get the graphic design. Life has become easy. We're in a time of life where things are just beautiful. Like where it's just so easy. To do things. Now, if I want to talk about the ebook itself, see, even to write your book, if you already have your ideas, don't worry, I have a free resource on that, on how to get your book ready. Very simple, very, very simple. Now the thing is that to get your book ready, I just want to dwell on this book parts so that at least you get something out of knowledge packaging. Get your book ready. To even make your book cover is very easy. Very, very easy. There is this software called Canva. It's a platform called Canva, canva.com. You can go there. See, let me tell you, if they have already made designs there. All you just need is put in your own design, change it to your words, the words to yours, and you have a great design already. You can imagine that, and you have a great design already. So to even do your book cover, you don't even need a special graphics person. If you want to outsource it, fine, but it's not compulsory. That's what I'm just trying to say. It's not compulsory, but if you want to do that, it's still fine. You can do that like that. Now, the exciting part about writing books is that It's not compulsory now you go typing. You know, typing can be very gruesome. We now have softwares that can convert that voice to text to speech to text. You know, voice typing softwares. So you just speak, and it begins to write. Kai, that's one very exciting development that have made even writing books enjoyable and faster. It has never been faster. So I know you want to know all these steps. Some of you, of course, your knowledge is more suitable to video courses. Yes, there are things you need, and I say most of them, even with just your phone, you can start, have your slides and all that. So, because I will not be able to explain everything, time is fast spent. If I were to continue, we won't leave it midnight. So, what I'm going to do is this: I'm going to make an offer to you. Yes, a very beautiful offer that will cover everything you want to know. I mean, everything on what you know, on what you want to know, on how to package your knowledge so that it can be monetized. Then if you just say, hey, I know how to do this thing, people are like, hey, what is this thing? You know, but there's a form you package it in that when people are willing to buy it. When you get a book that addresses someone's problem, they are willing to buy it. Then say, okay, book a call with me, let me talk with you. I get to my point now. But of course, when it comes to consulting, there's a call, booking calls there. There's that aspect. Well, don't worry, you'll get to know. I can't talk about everything. The freelance, let me quickly talk about, okay, WhatsApp trainings. Yes, I personally even host trainings on WhatsApp. And I'll show you details, step by step, how to go about the WhatsApp funnel. You will get to see it. The freelancing, for example, yes, there are freelancing platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, freelancer.com, and many others. These are just some that I'm telling you about. There are freelancing platforms that you can work on. Now, Upwork is good. It's very nice. There's a way to register, and you have to approve your accounts first. You know, all those things, I will show you how to do it. You get to know how to do it. Then that's if you choose to freelance. There's the Fiverr. Yes, Fiverr, you give your work. It's faster to get gigs, jobs there than on Upwork, though it's cheaper. Upwork gives you more money, but Fiverr, you can get more money, but at least, you know, you can get it to build up your to just something you get $10, $5. Well, that means a lot to us here in Nigeria. But many people go there because it's cheap, so you might get more work there. Well, as it is now, I think let me introduce you to my offer, because I can keep talking and talking and talking. And I know even as I'm saying in my mouth, I know it's be some of us are getting it. Some need it to be more elaborate. So I'm going to be introducing you to a particular offer, something or a product that will show you the step-by-step guide to creating your information products. Now, remember I said implementation is everything. So with this, you have a guide on how to, depending on whatever your knowledge is, on how to create your own knowledge products. Yes, everything you need to know about monetizing your knowledge, how to generate your content, how to place your content, the freelancing sites and how to take advantage of them, how to write your own books, how to go about your own trainings, you know, how to go about your coaching and mentoring, what I said, your platform, all these things you will get in this offer that I'm showing you. And so that's why I'm introducing to you how to monetize your knowledge and grow rich. It is a book. Yes, it's a book. It's an ebook actually. And let me tell you, I've already told you all that is in it. The book is packed, really. It's packed. It tells you how to get your ebook done. It tells you how to get your trainings, everything you need, your video courses, all you need, platforms you can host your videos on, you know, because it has to be on a platform you can host your videos on, what you need. And when I'm telling you simple things that you can start today, something you can start today. So the actual price is 5,000 naira. That is it. Because it's packed, really. It's really, really packed. But of course, as part of my wanting to give away, maybe in the spirit of Black Friday, Thanksgiving, I'm going to give you a 50% price slash. Yes, for those who will act in the next 24 hours. Yes, next 24 hours. That means like today is Tuesday, right? Tuesday, and this is to 10, right? Okay. Tuesday is to 9. Okay, very good. This is to 9. So of course have to go, and some of you want to when you have to go to work tomorrow, you know. So I'm giving 50% price, which means by this time tomorrow, let me just say till 11:59 p.m. of Wednesday night. Yes, you have till then to get your own. See, let me tell you something. Get this resource only if you know you are ready. If you're ready to monetize your knowledge, and you know, but if you're not ready, don't bother. There's no need. Don't just buy a book and drop it there. Implementation is everything. Remember, I said that I want to be able to hear from you that because of this, I've been able to start up my own. I've been able to monetize my knowledge. I'm doing fine. I want to hear it. So I don't go and get this if you know you're not ready. If you're not ready to implement, just leave it. These are those that are ready to implement. If you're ready to monetize your knowledge, yes, this is for you. But if you're not, please, it's not for you. Just hold on, go and sit down. And maybe there'll be another offer when you're ready. But this is the offer. So in the next 24 hours, I'll provide a special link in the comment box now. A special link which you can click on and go and get the material, the book. Now, I'm not only just giving you this with all I've already told you about, everything about packaging knowledge, the different knowledge products and how you can do it step by step. Really, I'm going to give it to you step by step. It's really packed. The book is packed. I'm going to give you some books for free. You can get this for free too. If you're buying within this 24 hours, please do. If you're buying within this stipulated time using the special link I'm providing, you also get this for free. You get a book, How to Write a Book in Less Than 4 Weeks, and also a book, Discover the Secret to Getting People to Really Want to Buy from You. These 2 books, I'll give it for free. Yes. And I told you, not all knowledge should be monetized. No, the books are, some of these books are for sale, but I'll give it to you, really. I'll give it for free as a bonus for being here, as bonus to push you to implement and start monetizing your knowledge. So the discount, remember, I said 24 hours is a 24 hours. Go to the now I will be typing it in the description link. That's a special discount link because the price is different. It's normally 5,000 naira, but for this particular webinar, I would also in 24 hours. Please take advantage of it. If you leave it to tomorrow, for example, if you leave it to tomorrow, you might forget. So you can go ahead and do it now, this night, immediately, maybe immediately after this webinar. Just go ahead. If you leave it tomorrow, you might forget, and before you know what, 24 hours is over, and the price goes back to 5,000 naira. Well, I don't know, except you choose to want to buy like that. And when it goes back to 5,000 naira, these bonuses are not even there. These free books I'm giving are not even there. So it's up to you. But like I said, it's only if you know you really, really want to start implementing. And I think it's a YouTube channel. You can subscribe. You can always come back really to watch on this channel, because I know some things you need to listen again, get your pen and write again, invite friends. So you can share with your friends who you think will find this helpful, who you think should monetize the knowledge and their skills. The video will always be on this channel. I'm not going to remove it. It's just always going to be here. So you can always come back and get to watch it. Subscribe if you have not. Subscribe to the channel, because in this channel, I share many wonderful knowledge on different aspects of success, different aspects of life, different aspect of money, investment, mindset, moving forward. Just if you want to progress, if you're thinking or you're a progressive person, this particular channel is for you. So like I said, you go to the comment section, is there already. You'll see the link that you go to, and then get your book. So that will be it for this night. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for coming around. I will be organizing some other webinars, so I would say stick around. Maybe you should save my number. For you that came through, okay, you can always contact me at unique success code at Gmail. Okay, let me type that out. At unique success code. Yeah, you can always reach me. You can reach me on unique success code. Yeah, I think you can do that. You can reach me on unique success code at gmail.com. Yeah, you can also see it on at the description, at the comment section, description section. Thank you so much for being here once again. God bless you all.